Didn't unmute himself yet.
Greetings!
Oh, hello.
Oh, there we go. Speaking of unmuting himself, hello, Arcadum.
Hello? What?
You thankfully missed our eardrums get blown out by a wind turbine that is Colossus's mic. But now it's better.
Is the
So
rain
Yes,
still
he's no
fixed.
longer in the favelas.
Wow, good.
Epics.
Very good. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Bound and Broken Stained Glass, episode 15.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Wahoo!
Yippee.
Wee! Aha! Whoa! Wow! Anyway.
Yee.
Eee! Yeah. Space. Alright, who wants to hit me with the recap?
I promised to do it this time, so I'll do it. Okay. Last time on Bound and Broken, we began the session at, well, the Edge of Madness Tavern, where Caspian and Wilhelm were, well, leaving to return to the Cauldron. The scent of alchemical reagents thick in the air within the elixir store. Choices were made. Caspian confirmed purchasing the elixir of Viridian Stars there. And Wilhelm didn't want anything from there, so instead we went to Last Stand Arms, where he wasted Thorol's time as he ended up not buying anything. Shortly after we ventured towards the memory market, Wilhelm choosing to exchange some of his old memories for fresh ones, giving up smug confidence for the Rite of Challenge. Though Caspian had no bartering to do with the memory market, so he went on to the Cathedral of Stars, leaving Willie at the memory market. It was not a grand structure in the traditional sense. No gleaming marble, no opulence. Instead, it bore an eerie reverence built around the chasm, a yawning abyss that swallowed light. Kneeling before its edge, a single figure, Caspian, prayed before consuming the elixir of Viridian Stars, and was answered by a fundamental change in nature, I suppose. Though not pain, it was a realignment of sorts, a shifting of the self. Metal that formed in place of flesh. It wasn't cold, it could still feel, still see, still taste, still breathe. But it was not as it had been. Meanwhile, in the tavern, Fane and Mazekeen, at their side I suppose, were still listening to the follower of Inca speak about the green and their god. However, they had heard enough, and with Elsie in tow, they also went to the Cauldron. Fane, having questions about his druidic tattoos etched in the skin, the shopkeeper was more than happy to assist by quite literally flaying the skin from his back. Elsie ran to transformation, purchased an elixir of evolution. When the effects had settled, she was no longer what she had been. Her form shifted into something more so lost to the ages, and I forget the name of the race, but an axolotl-like being, dead raised from a distant
Ellipson.
world. Ellipson, there you go. She also claimed an elixir of Behia speed. Mazekeen, on the other hand, made a more measured choice, an elixir of Viridian stars, holding on to it for the moment, leaving the cardinal behind. The shopkeeper undoubtedly pleased with her exceptional earnings. And meanwhile in the tavern again, Simon, carrying his roofied rabbit like a bizarre trophy, had his own questionable priorities. Seeking conversation with the woman in the tavern, his success was mixed. Though undeterred, he set his sights higher, literally. The VIP section loomed above the common floor, a space reserved for political discussions and those with power. The entrance guarded by a fae, but as with many things in the city, currency was not always gold. Hugs were exchanged, he was let through, and inside Simon chatted freely, weaving words with the fae present, distributing embraces like some strange social bartering system. When all was said and done, he walked away with an elixir of life. Meanwhile, on the road, Fane and Mazekeen had passed on their way back, engaging conversation, more personal than practical. Wants, regrets, wishes, desires, words were exchanged, and in the end, Mazekeen ended up kissing Fane. Though before the weight of it could settle, really, she reached for the elixir of Viridian stars as she drank it, becoming a Pyraka, being of seduction and suffering. A transformation I didn't know if I would call fitting, but an interesting one regardless. And that is essentially where the session was called.
Alright, inspiration for you?
Somebody else take it. I have one.
No, you will take.
Yoink.
Okay.
Yoink. Give me.
I already have one, guys.
Yeah, he'll need to re-roll that fucking disease check.
Yeah, true.
That's why he can take it, you know.
It's alright. I'm sure I can get a Taladani tattoo of STD resistance.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do I have lesser rest though? I do.
Easy.
That doesn't hit diseases. Oh, it does. One disease or condition.
That's
we
true. Good. Yeah, just use a second level spell every time you hold hands.
Yep.
You
and then I'll
hand
make
slut.
No exposure. Con save per duration. Fuck.
All right. Here we McFucking go. All right. Who do we want to start with? Simon, I presume.
I think Simon wanted to do something, but
right.
I don't know if he's ready or if he's back in the favelas.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, you can go first.
Alright, who would like to do their thing?
I think we should show off the transformations first.
As you wish.
Sounds a bother. Okay.
I didn't mean
Get this redhead away from me.
It's orange. What do you mean?
What is
It
this?
is redhead away from me.
I forgot
Looks like she's from Dublin. Oh yeah.
Dublin, eh?
Dublin?
I mean,
Really doubling down on that one, aren't you?
Ha ha! That was funny because
You're closer to there than I am, Siege. You fuck.
That's weird. Your token
Mr. Glasgow
is...
than them. What do you think?
I'm looking. I found it. Okay. Here we go.
boy.
The first contestant on The Price is Right is Mazekeen. Adjusting zoom. Checking chat. Hey, looking. Alright. Boom.
Oh, it's big. Why?
I'll adjust it in a
Because you're
second.
tall.
And look at that, chat room. Wow.
Yeah, chat room. Look at that.
Whoa.
Wow.
Rogga.
I'm looking.
I'm sure you want to hold hands with that and get the shakes, right? Right?
The tickles.
How does this look?
Nice. She looks halfling sized.
No, that's too small. Fix it. How about
Pocket size. Yeah, that's better.
There you go.
Nice.
That's a goal! Alright.
Very cool.
I will now read out her abilities and effects for chat room and discuss some other things with the old cyber.
That's me.
He is old. This is true.
Ancient.
Yeah?
Babushka.
Yeah, old?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Alright. Alright, the following effects are now /true on Mazekeen. Div Parika is neutral evil creature. Her ability score adjustments are +4 dexterity, +4 charisma, +2 dexterity, +2 wisdom. She has a dark vision of 120 feet with both arcane sight and detect good active. She has a natural armor rating of 7. Her immunities are fire, poison, and disease. Her movement speed is 30-foot regular, 50-foot fly with a hover speed, so it means she's pseudo-immune to prone. She has 2 claw attacks as normal. Those haven't changed much, except for what's coming up below. Spell-like abilities are change shape, polymorph into a humanoid form, following changeling rules. Charm person at will, dimension door at will. She can take other people with dimension door. See below, however. Supernatural abilities is disease. Any creature that willingly touches the skin of this creature, such as through caressing, grappling, touch spells, or more, can be afflicted with the shakes. The shakes deal 1d8. The shakes deal dexterity damage. So, all those abilities and spells and things she uses can give the shakes even to her allies. This creature's claw attacks carry the bubonic plague within them, infecting those that are dealt damage by them. She also possesses Lustful Invitation. This creature can enter the dream anytime it is within 100 feet of a sleeping creature that is capable of dreams. This creature enters through a lustful place within the sleeper's mind, leaving hallucinations of a depraved and taboo nature. Upon waking, the dreamer does not benefit from their rest and are breathless and fatigued.
Got him.
Alright, so some other things that you and I need to talk about. Alright, Cyber. You are now a div! Yay!
Indeed.
There's a couple of things that come with that, however. As a subsection of Abaddon, you're in service specifically to the 4 Horsemen. As a div, you're kind of more like a mercenary than a direct servant. However, the Horsemen have absolute control over Abaddon, and they expect of you certain things. As such, because of your mercenary nature, you get to choose which of the Horsemen that you would like to serve. Please keep in mind that depending on which Horseman that you choose, it will depict a lot. Just a lot of shit. It essentially affects what subquests I'm going to give you.
Oh my god, side quests.
Yes, none of this comes for free.
So is the war,
the Horsemen.
death.
The Horsemen are war, death, pestilence, and famine. I have more details if you would like to know more about them.
Definitely.
All right, here we go. Whee!
I thought it's just automatically pestilence from the nature.
No, you're a div, so you get to choose. As far as the mercenary nature of it. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so the Horsemen of Pestilence, whose name will only be uttered if you choose to be involved in them. Essentially, their names are potent and powerful, so I won't say them publicly unless we run into that piece. Anyway, that being aside, the Horseman of Pestilence is also known as the Prince of Plagues. He rules a section of Abaddon known as the Plague Fields, which literally grow diseases and horrible things like that. A good comparison would be if you know anything about Nurgle from Warhammer.
Yeah.
So it should be noted that the Horseman of Pestilence contains two sort of conflicting personal goals. Pestilence embodies both the suffering of sickness and death, but also the thriving of the parasite. So, in a strange way, the Horseman of Pestilence is actually the healing-focused out of the four horsemen. And although the others would engage in more overt acts of brutality, it should be noticed that the Horseman of Pestilence takes their time. Calling them a deity is really incorrect, but they're an entity that exhibits a more patient and balanced approach. A little bit more finesse in how they do things. If you were choosing to become a minion of the Horseman of Pestilence, that means that you would be expected to spread horrific and virulent plagues wheresoever that you can. Indeed, it would be expected of you to do so throughout the course of your normal adventures. There's even those. There are even times in which you might even grant temporary immunity to disease by channeling the potent powers of the Horseman of Pestilence. It should be noted that this immunity is always temporary. It is your desire to spread the filth of your lord, should you choose to serve him. Also, he is your home horseman. It is from his section of Abaddon that your form is birthed, which is why you have natural disease in your claws. But you are a div and therefore are mercenary in your choice of service. Any other questions about the Horseman of Pestilence? Okay.
Would I be like spreading plague and disease to my ability, or do I gain anything that
as
would
an
help me do
occupation, as a vocation, as side quests? So whilst you're traipsing about Corvanus with your boy toy, Big Daddy Horseman of Pestilence might ask, could you go over there to that village and give them all syphilis?
I see.
Yeah. Successfully completing your side quests will result in rewards. Denying your lord his call might result in punishment, such as giving warts to Fane.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Not his pristine skin.
Yes, please remember that these are evil creatures, and they only care about results. But if you snub them, you know, that's a paddling.
Well, yes, obviously. Alright.
Alright.
I got that one. What about the others? What about Famine?
Julio! We got lots more to go over. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. Okay. So next we have is the Horsemen of War. Sorry, before that. In case it matters, the Horsemen of Pestilence is presenting male.
No.
The Horsemen of War is presenting female.
How fitting.
So the Horsemen of War is pretty straightforward. War itself thrives and cultivates innovation, and the only force that has any real meaning is might. In service to the Horsemen of War, certain expectations would be placed upon you, such as any acts of peace would be seen as acts of temporary deception, but never truth. While in service to the Horsemen of War, you would be expected to cause as much damage as possible. Destruction. War has a lot of definitions, and the Horsemen of War expects you to enact them all. Most notably, not saying that you would be asked to do this, but I want to give you an example of what I mean. If your party was ever in a position that by defeating one side of the conflict between Mournhal's twin kings, you would not want that to happen. Because if one side loses, the war stops. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Keep the conflict alive as long as possible.
As long as possible. Precisely. Let's see, some other pieces of it. The section that this particular horseman is from an area known as the Red Cliffs in Abaddon. Specifically, it's kind of like an evil version of Valhalla, I would really kind of describe it as. Where those mortals that have called upon the daemons of war, their souls are bound and are forced to fight in the arena for the amusement of laughing cacodemons and things like that. From time to time, whenever she has room in her schedule, even the Horsemen of War might observe these slaughter fests, as it were. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, unless you have specific questions.
No, that's pretty straightforward.
Okay, well, war is simple that way.
War to be war.
Oh boy. Alright, and next we have the Horsemen of Famine. The Horseman of Famine is... God, how would I even start describing this? Well, the Horseman of Famine presents male, if that matters. Specifically, the Horseman of Famine focuses on overconsumption. So it should be clear that the Horseman of Famine does not mean that, like, you're gonna starve or anything like that. It's more so, by the overt overconsumption, there is not enough food for everyone, and the idea is that you would cause maximized suffering by having those that have eaten too much hold guilt over those that they have failed around them. However, there's also the straightforward and most ambitious use of just culling entire industries of food. For example, in your service to the Horsemen of Famine, you may be asked to burn a crop or field. For no reason other than that the farmer's life would be ruined. Isn't that funny?
Hilarious.
So some other things as well. It should be noted that this horseman is the youngest and somewhat most ambitious of the four in their service to Lord Death. This also would focus more on the soul market, because the consumption of souls is something that all daemons do, but the Horseman of Famine is kind of a connoisseur, a a broker of such things. So it's essentially that instead of just eating a soul because it's a good source of nutrition, you would take your time, search out the best souls, make sure that they're nice and permeated through suffering. Not just tasting them, but experiencing them, like a sommelier with a fine glass of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Any specific questions about the Horsemen of...
No.
Okay. Oh, the Horseman of Famine is found in the Caverns of Despair in Abaddon. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then the last one, the most powerful of the 4 horsemen, and indeed, perhaps the most difficult to please, is the Horseman of Death. This female-presenting horseman is in direct contact with Lord Death, and serves as his voice within this material plane. The Horseman of Death has... Oh, jeez. How would I even describe this? So the Horseman of Death takes on a more sort of primordial role, such as one might even say not even an evil role, as it were, but that's certainly not the case. The Horseman of Death views all life as unworthy of the gift that Lord Death has given them, twisted over time of the observance of the constant disregard for life that those that are living upon the material plane have demonstrated. Thus, over these eons of service to Lord Death since the enaction of life, the Horseman has become pitiless and almost unreasonable in the expectations that life will have. In service to the Horseman of Death, you will be expected to wipe out cities and bloodlines, perhaps even extinct races of different animals and creatures as seen fit and needed by the Horseman. For such great power comes great responsibility. The Horseman of Death is the least forgiving in his authority and the most demanding in expectation. Freedom is given to those that serve well. Anything else is unacceptable. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions about the Horseman of Death, you may ask them now.
No, I think that is also pretty straightforward.
Cool. So now I get to explain what the Horsemen are. The Horsemen are, in and of themselves, a representation of Lord Death. In fact, the Horseman of Death, who trains the other 3 as her lieutenants, are of themselves a shard of Lord Death. So you could look at them as like lesser versions of himself. And the actual purpose of the Horsemen are to serve as Lord Death's hand to eradicate stagnant branches on the Tree of Life. More specifically, those branches found within the material plane of the planet of the plane Venom. That is what their charge is over. So, to give you an idea. To be clear, Lord Death, who is a being who is the one above all in my universe, is above alignment. Death is. And nothing else matters. Except his commitment to preserving life. He simply sees life on such a scale that a mortal cannot truly comprehend the ambivalence of his dedication. And that's what the Horsemen serve, as a shard of his will to eradicate stagnancy.
How are they compared to the colors?
What do you mean?
Like in stand-wise?
In standing, you mean?
With the prism in comparison.
So the prism is an aspect of life, and death is above that. The horsemen are not.
I see.
Your service to which of the horsemen is imperative because it essentially defines your subquests and stuff like that you get. But more importantly, it decides what your final transformation will be.
What would be an ask if I would join Death? For example, if we make it to the Pale City, or in regards of traveling.
Well, I can't tell you specifically, because you wouldn't know that to make the decision. But the things that could be asked of you are... Oh, here's a good example. This bloodline has failed to produce appropriate heirs and strong children. Therefore, it is a waste of life energy. Send them back to the stream. So you just wipe out a whole family just because they have been unable
I was told to do so.
They have been unable to make themselves worthy of the life they have yet. So the Horseman of Death is not Lord Death, to be clear. It is an aspect of death that serves him as a lesser death, but it has a personality that has been warped over time based off of what she has seen. And in this case, you've used that most life, if not all life, is not worthy of the life that it is. And as such, the most egregious afflictions of being pathetic or weak or ambivalent or disrespectful to life may result in you just wiping everything out. And that's kind of the way that it is. For example, I'll give you another example here. So if you have a noble that throws away the lives of his house guards to an attack that he had no control over, and that several of his men die and did not properly take care of them, you might be sent to just kill the whole family. All of them. Even those that are innocent of it.
Because he brought the disrespect onto his whole house?
Yes, because the family failed. See, that's the way that the Horseman looks at things. Guilt is almost radioactive in that way. If the father makes a mistake, his whole family pays for it. And possibly even others nearby. The Horseman of Death in this regard is not a scalpel. She is a cudgel. Due to her vindictive nature of the wasted value of life found on this material plane. You know the do you know the I don't know if you have the version of this in German, but do you know the English adage of the sins of the father? That would probably help explain it, but yeah, that's essentially how you would look at things. The Horseman of Death could send you to just kill a bunch of people just because they failed to pay proper homage, or they risked their lives on a thrill ride or something. You see what I'm saying? At any point in which life is not deeply valued.
Not valued?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's context.
Yeah, there you go. It's a biblical quote.
That does sound the most compelling. I think I would pick that one then.
Alright, Horseman of Death. So be it. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so now that we got that finished, it is time. Death Demon Life Druid, like a shitty AO3 fan. I don't know what AO3 is.
It's better that you don't.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll have to generate some shit for you to do, but for now, the transformation is still fresh. Fane is... Fucking look at that. That happened
look
right
at
in
that.
front of you.
He's currently wincing from the scratch marks on his back and getting very confused what she's told.
Oh yeah, she's 6'4" now.
Process will say, Fane!
What?
Fane!
He will tilt his head like all the way back to look up at Frost.
So dry! Don't touch her, Fane!
Why?
She'll dry you out, Fane!
Oh. I'll keep that in mind. Elsie's like feet just slapping off the floor. Runs by.
I'm very fast now.
What is that? And just sort of clears her throat. Just goes. What is? Fane, did you do something, or did Maze do something, or?
You know, your voice sounds more normal than I expected it, but she drank one of those potions just like you did.
Yeah, I'm a little parched. What of it?
Well, it's a different one, of course. I didn't turn into a fish, like you.
I don't feel like a fish.
You're amphibious.
I
technically.
don't feel like a fish.
I doubt most fish feel like fish.
You walk on 2 feet and don't. I don't know.
Are you too dry? I've heard it can be a problem.
This one is moist, Fane. But needs water.
Yeah, I'm assuming you have issues with lots of women you engage with.
No, but well, one, Frostus is trying to help, and two, can you put down anything that would get damaged by water? I can see your skin crinkle. It's gross.
Well, sorry, I didn't intend to turn into whatever this is. Shows webbing on fingers.
You chose this. I have no pity for you.
Oh, I've no doubt about that. It's just sort of tenses her arm and just. She looks considerably stronger than normal, but no less agile in life.
Where we're standing, is there any like empty basins? Like where in a regular city might have flowing water, but because this is all shadowy and spooky, there isn't.
No, they got basins of water.
I will first destroy that water, and then cast Create Water, and then point at it.
Okay, that's out of a
Thanks.
Clean water.
Just in case their weird alchemical nonsense
brackish.
would harm you. That should be clean.
Okay. And I'll start drinking slowly, and then just with impatience to start put my whole head under.
Maze Frosta said you're very dry. Maybe you should drink too.
No, I don't think so. While looking at that.
But it's a You know what? Never mind.
Meanwhile, Elsie.
Tell me where the money is.
Maybe we should
Elsie,
leave her for a little bit.
No, she has gills. They're near her neck, but she's not deep enough, so she's just suffocating.
Well, push her in then.
I can. I've been running around for the last. I've been running around for the last 30 minutes just without being in touch with water. I think I'm fine with bringing air or water.
I'll cast it above her head so it splashes all over.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
10 gallons.
10 gallons, just
10 gallons of water.
Technically, that's not how the spell works. Oh, as rain in a 30-foot cube. There you go. Now it's heavily raining.
In a 30-foot cube.
He'll turn around and, like, his horrifically scared back, he will just kind of, like, step a little bit into it. That feels much better.
Frosty's
Please don't lick my back again, Frostus.
Frostus will open his mouth.
Much better. Good. So, have you guys seen the others? Because with you two transforming, they may not recognize you. Does anyone know anything?
I mean, you're here.
Oh,
I'm sure you can explain properly.
Oh, we left Simon in the bar.
So he's here somewhere.
Hey, bye.
Oh.
Oh, hey, bye.
Oh, there he...
You've been busy, huh?
Oh.
Sorry, I have to go.
Oh.
Bye, Fane.
Fane will wave. See, he didn't recognize either of you.
He still had the rabbit.
Wait, is he feeling okay? What?
You can see.
Why wouldn't he be?
Well, one, you're a fish and he paid no mind to you, but more importantly, there's curves that he did not stop to gawk at, which is...
Have any of you seen sexual man through here?
Oh, I think he went to the big chapel to Own and Woe to pray.
Yeah, he's outside.
A religious...
I'm sure you can find him by the screaming.
That explains it. He was being pursued. Well,
Yeah, should we be concerned or?
that is none of my business. Why was the rabbit unconscious?
I don't know.
Because if you needed help medically, he would have asked.
Hi, guys. Bye,
I don't
guys.
think-
Wait, is
I
he
don't think that's
protecting the
what-
rabbit?
Probably.
Knowing
He was
Simon,
running
he's probably
from
the
that,
reason it's unconscious.
Don't worry, Mazekeen. I'll save you.
I'll
Did you
look at a
just tongue at
process.
me?
Does he get horrific sickness?
He's not licking her. He's spitting all the water
No.
he just gathered onto her.
Oh, you're getting water gunned.
I'll grab him.
Oh,
What?
I'm getting diseased.
I cover his mouth.
I'll flick my hand and cast Control Water, targeting the rain stream, and just fucking blast. You're going to stop the description there.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'll block it with Frossus.
He's like a sponge.
You're gonna get everything wet
He starts
here.
getting bigger and swoller.
Oh god. I'll throw him at you. Like a wet sponge.
I'll interfere to try and catch Rosus in one hand.
What?
I didn't throw him that far.
Yeah, still.
I'm trying to help.
He starts shaking. I've come down with thrombosis. I'm so
Elsie
sick.
send up. Is he actually affected?
Fane, I'm an elemental and therefore immune to disease, but shut up. I've come down with thrombosis.
Listen, I
Fane,
don't...
my bones.
I think this is the first time I'm really happy I can't understand him anymore.
I'll cast Ferocious as she says that, and cast Tongues, and I will pay 15 life to generate no exposure.
No!
She's so dry.
Simon's on the run. Caspian and Wilhelm are missing.
Well, as long as he's with Caspian, nothing exciting can happen, so I don't know why you're worried.
I'm not. I'm... Take your time out, buddy. I'll unsummon Ferocious. I'm gonna go get a drink, and pray that my back doesn't continue to burn. I will walk to here, look at the Inca follower Doug, and then turn around and go around the other way.
I sure can't wait for him to come back.
Oh, rude.
I'll stop and look at this guy for a long, awkward moment. And then go back to the bear. Oh! I could have swore he was looking at me.
Okay.
Alright. Fane will just wait and drink until he hears news of the Taladani stuff.
Meanwhile, in the Cathedral of Stars...
No.
Fucking sick.
Okay.
You could interact with this, right? You can move that?
This one? Yeah, I can.
Okay.
With my base shit for everything else. Well, suppose now that I can still use my features for cleric, I will, as promised, I will send the Fane. Actually, I'm probably gonna inform him that I didn't pick up Willie with me over here, but that's fine. He's somewhere. Who fucking cares?
Don't worry, I'm gonna go do something in French.
Yep.
Why do you get Cajun?
That's a type of French.
Let me see. 25 words. He will send the Fane. Returning from Cathedral, left Willie at Memory Market. And he will send that sending.
How does your voice sound in my brain? Is it the same?
Do it.
Yeah,
it's robot time.
It's no. So in your mind, it sounds the exact same as it always has, but out loud, there's the inflection and the sort of tone has shifted a little bit.
We'll get to in person. You just get back. Oh, good, he's alone. Elsie is an axolotl. Mazekeen is a different demon. Simon in trouble, maybe. That's it.
Yep.
Also, ow! As I shoot. Oh wait, you're a foreigner. I don't have to shoot myself. You're good.
Yeah. Also, well into the dream, so.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He just got flayed, right? He's not in his right mind.
That's true.
You never in your right mind.
Yeah.
There you go, and then he would sort of like a slow look around and pick up his things, sort of give a polite bow before leaving the cathedral. And I suppose the good people in chat do want to know what happened, so...
Yeah, I'll read it out. So, these are the changes that Caspian has went through as a Kupralak Rill. Neutral. Attribute augmentations are +6 to dexterity, +4 to intelligence. True sight of 120 feet. Telepathy of 120 feet. Natural armor rating of 5. Immunities are psychic damage, fear, and abilities that are enhanced against certain alignments. This immunity is absolute, so that means things like zealotry or smite evil, or smite, or things like that. Let's see. Spell-like abilities are once per long rest, he may cast teleport on himself, banishment, or hold monster. Once per short rest, he can cast greater invisibility, dimension door, and conjure arsenal Cooperlock regalia. At will, detect magic, disguise self, and identify. He also has the following 2 special abilities. Assassin's Agility. This creature has the Cunning Action feature. In addition, this creature qualifies for Rogue feats. If they should take them, they gain 1d6 sneak attack damage. This is a stackable effect. Burnished Warrior. This creature gains an advanced fighting style.
That's right.
You don't have to choose anything of who you serve because you serve balance. Your sub-quests that I may or may give you are based off of enacting balance in the world. Specifically of the cosmic scale.
Yep.
Oh, just because it might be relevant. Can he shade merchant any of his spells, like teleport, banishment,
His racial
stuff
spells,
like that? No. Okay. Damn it! I thought we could fucking Omega teleport for a lot of gold.
Nope. Righty, yeah. Obviously, permanent exposure 10, all that stuff. All the good stuff.
All that good stuff.
But yeah, he would sort of just almost mechanically begin walking out as he gets used to his new flesh. Well, rather his new form.
New form, who dis?
New form, who dis? And he would return to the Edge of Madness Tavern.
Go ahead, Caspian.
He would look around, not seeing them anywhere near the entrance. He would continue past the people, not paying much attention. Let's see. There you go. From here, as he spots Fane, the only one he straight up recognizes from the party present, he would speak telepathically. Oh, there you are, Fane.
Duh! He'll look around. Speak out loud. What? Caspian?
Over here.
You didn't hear that?
He would speak out loud.
He'll look from Caspian to the other metal guy. And back to Caspian. Oh.
You look considerably better than before.
Where did your hair go? Why are you? What armor did you get? He'll hop down. That is beyond masterwork. He'll start looking around.
It is not armor. I am no longer made of flesh.
Hmm.
You know, it's not the strangest thing to happen today, but still, why?
I drank the elixir I purchased.
Yeah, I could have turned into that. Aren't you happy I turned into this instead? Hovers in seductive pose in you.
Hovers in 6'4".
That's true.
Anyway. Wilhelm is somewhere. We don't quite know, and Simon fled from here being chased by a woman. I assume he scorned. Also, the rabbit was unconscious.
Sure, that is fine. This is Mazekeen, yes?
Yes, of course.
How did you know?
How did you know? Said my exquisite haircut.
No, this is the way you speak.
And
Well, you sound
that
even more
is-
monotone than before. Congratulations.
Well,
The fish was Elsie, by the way.
Caspian! I'm sorry.
That- She looks nothing alike to what she was. That is...
Well,
Yeah,
No.
honest. I feel very
I suppose it doesn't matter.
different, including
Okay. Well, do you have anything for burn wounds? At least it feels like a burn wound.
Let me open the right character.
I was going to ask Mazekeen. I have healer's kits, but her hands apparently give things.
different sensations. Surely not the ones you want right now.
like ones of pain.
Burn wounds?
He'll just turn around and show you his back. That seems to have like the top few layers of skin peeled off. It doesn't have like the dimpling of a burn wound, but I imagine that the skin is quite raw. In
It was quite
similar
the
ways.
waxing. It looked very painful.
It hurt.
We will raise a hand and cast Lesser Restoration. This is the best I can do.
Oh, he'll sort of roll his shoulders. That is better. Dude. Why? Okay.
What?
Well, I'm going to wait. You should probably sending Wilhelm if he isn't back in a few hours.
Understood.
I trust Simon not to cause more citywide catastrophes.
Wilhelm already exchanged some memories. I left him there because it was taking too long.
You left them alone?
Yes.
Rug.
Should I call him?
I'm sure he's fine.
He'll be okay. So what are you
yes.
like? Are you able to return with us?
Yes.
Like, huh?
I am the... Well, I am the same individual as before, but I have changed slightly.
I wouldn't call your entire makeup slight, but
I am not referring to the physical form.
oh, mentally, I suppose.
I simply am more in line with the concept of balance than I was before.
So, moisture.
If that is what you wish to refer it to as.
Maybe you should get Frosty's back and he could tell you.
Currently he's in my mindscape cutting grass and taking a piss, but when he's finished, I'll call him back. Because he thinks you're dry and thinks Elsie is moist, but I think that one is literal.
I mean, yeah, you can literally see her skin shimmer
Isn't it
with
fucking
whatever.
I mean,
yeah.
it was
Yes.
just-
But still, if you were in line with balance, I suppose that isn't a hindrance. You still
Yes.
serve Woad?
I serve the balance. To that end, I may perform the duties of a cleric.
I am happy for you. Are we still to call you Caspian, or have you come born again with a new name?
That is still my name.
Well,
Well.
all should be fine then.
Should we go and try to collect Simon before he gets torn apart by the woman?
I
Or should we
No.
go and watch it happen?
I don't want to be a part of whatever problems arise that interrupt her work that I have paid her for. If you wish to chase down
Alright.
Simon, yeah,
I guess
It's
we
not
just
the
wait
first time.
then.
Do you remember Shickletown? When we figured that he'd make his way out on his own, and then he came fleeing with people at his back?
Yeah, he's pretty quick. I'm sure he
I'm
can
sure.
outrun most of his problems. Perfectly fine.
Yes, I'm sure he can outrun his troubles.
Oh, and this was a consideration for Mazekeen, but I guess it is for you too. If you are banished, is there a way for you to return, or a way for us to ensure your return?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I do. It depends. I am not sure where I would be taken if I was to be banished at this current moment in time. So I cannot tell you. I'm not quite sure where I would end up. If it is in the same plane, I will be able to reach your side again. If it is not, it may be difficult.
Well, that is a hurdle we should consider. Can you be resuscitated like a mortal? Or when you fade, do you break? I don't know.
Do I know that Arcadum?
What's the question?
Can he be revivified, or is he destroyed on death?
He is a living creature. He is an outsider. So yes.
Okay.
He is not a construct.
Does he know? Yeah. Does he know where he goes if he gets banished?
No, because he's never been there before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I figured and how we've been rolling. But
I can be restored. I am a living creature, though my form is not that of flesh.
you know, you're kind of like a hyper-intelligent crab. Just all exoskeleton.
Ab.
Yes, you know, with the claws, the water,
Yes.
whatever.
I know what
Snip.
a crab is.
Oh, Frosis is done with whatever he was doing in my brain. Let's see how he likes you. I'll summon Frosis. To get his opinion of Crab Caspian.
I am Frosis, you have summoned me. I have returned to promote.
Yes,
Yay!
friend.
He'll turn
Caspian has returned to us changed. What do you think?
As soon as Frosis looks, he pogs. He points, he claps, he pogs. He points, he turns Fane back to where he was. Well, he will then point for Caspian again. He's so perfectly moist, Fane. His balance levels they're perfect.
Cast tongues on him.
He is condensation!
Oh my god.
Sorry, I couldn't handle that in my brain. Now you have to listen to it too. He likes you.
Moist. Process will do a happy dance on top of Caspian's head.
Hey,
Do
it's almost
you
like he's
feel it?
out here.
Do you feel it?
Yes,
Do you
unfortunately,
feel
this
what
fall
the
had
Frosis
sensation.
is cooking? Dry. He'll hop back over here because he's a frog.
That's what I expected.
Yes. One of the perks that has remained is that I can still feel, as strange as that might seem.
Rosis will turn Fane's elvish ear upwards towards him so he can whisper into his mouth with his mouth. Wait. He's moist on an atomic. I don't know what that means.
What the fuck is an atom?
I don't know. It sounds disappointing.
Then you're He...
His moisture. Shout towards him.
He'll put a hand out as if to shake Caspian's hand and just wait. It's good to meet you again, I suppose.
Yes, it is good to meet you. We'll shake your hand.
Do you feel it? A moisture!
It's a little cold, but...
Let's look beyond what is outside. You must look within. Look with your special eyes.
I'll take a second look at Caspian.
For a brief moment, you will see his balance perfect. His moisture sopping, and yet pride. Yin and yang. A spiraling amphibious perfection. In a robust robotic form. It's fucking beautiful, Fane. I'm becoming...
Then stop staring.
Get out of the way. I cannot. Don't you dare unsummon me again. Just kidding. He gets on top of Fane's head.
Don't you know that staring is rude?
Amelia seems enthusiastic about the balance.
He is. Usually we do not have the spare resources for me to enable his speech with all of you.
Spare resources. Not spear.
Spear.
You know,
Spear with resources.
you're a frog. Whatever,
Yay!
listen. I'll fucking get summon you right now. Don't you talk back to me. Right. Well, I'm going to continue waiting. Try not to scare Wilhelm or Simon when they return.
I can.
You know, the way this token's set up, it's like, look at my tail. Do you like my tail?
It's true.
She has a Charmander tail.
Yep.
That's a
I
Pokemon
can-
reference, which Arcadum doesn't get because he's older than Pokemon.
Wow.
I know what Charmander is.
There's a shock.
Charmander.
Techno-savvy.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
I
Alright,
also
please
know
tell me
what
Simon.
Charmeleon is.
I can
Nice.
call Wilhelm back to us if you wish.
I mean, sure. Go and find him.
Sending him and ask him if he is in trouble.
Meanwhile, outside of the edge of madness. Simon.
Different map.
Yeah, change the map. There's not change. Oh, they didn't change for you.
Didn't change for us, yeah.
There you go.
I need to hide. I need to hide. He's gonna be running. Oh, I know. The potion lady.
Oh no.
Gonna get in. Sam's gonna say hi. Hello.
Can I help you?
Do you mind if I stay leaning into this door? No reason.
Fine. Just don't bother me. She'll go back to reading her tome.
Oh, I can actually buy some things if you want.
That's what a shop is for.
That's right.
Simon, perception check. Simon, you will hear something whistling outside. And then you'll hear, "Oh, Simon."
Oh no.
Where are you, Simon?
Gonna stay silent for a bit until he thinks she's not there.
I can't wait to show you Goblin begging Simon. And then eventually the feeling passes.
Sam's gonna no longer gonna speak in a very loudly form like he always does, and he would just talk very slow. Excuse me.
You want to get
Do you
closer?
mind? You getting closer?
Yeah, you're really far away. So you want to go like talk to her, or
Like he will ask if she wants to come.
what? Okay, ask what you were gonna ask. Sorry, I think I interrupted something.
No, whatever. He will get close when he feels like she's no longer there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You were whispering.
Yes. You may know if you have any recipes for explosions that I can put on my weapon.
I have bombs, if you'd like. Simple task.
Can I put that on my weapon?
I suppose you could put it on at once.
How much are those? Sniff.
She'll look down and look at you and roll her eyes.
Don't worry. He's just tired.
Or you're knocking him out, but it's not really my business.
True.
What would you like? Well,
He asked for a price.
well, it depends.
Yeah, Bob's.
Oh, yes. Well, it depends on the quality. The lower qualities are about... Check here. What is the lowest will-based bomb? What a good question. Probably the Angel Breaker grenade. For 1 will, you can get an Angel Breaker grenade, which deals 4d12 necrotic damage in a 30-foot radius at an up to 120-foot throwing range. See here.
Ooh.
This grenade also prevents healing for 1 round.
That sounds pretty nice.
You can get that for 1 will.
So for 2 will, what you got?
2 will. Let's see here. Let's see. There is... Is this a month? Oh, a Gate Crasher Grenade. The Gate Crasher Grenade deals 8d6 force damage in a 30-foot radius. This item cannot be thrown. It must be planted, and it goes off in 3 rounds. This deals double damage to objects and counts as a siege weapon.
Let's see. If I get one of these, can I use my alchemist kit to know how to make them? Or these are special?
No, you can try, but you have to expend the resource to try and recreate it. So if you fail the roll, you lose the resource.
Okay.
So for example, if you got the Gatecrasher grenade, you could try to recreate it, but if you fail the roll, then the grenade is expended. And then you can't do it again because you don't have another one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's risky, but you can do it.
So the first one is 4d12 and the second one 86.
Yeah, 4d12 necrotic, 8d6 force. Angel Breaker Grenade and Gate Crasher Grenade.
Alright. Give me an Angel Breaker.
Okay, 1 will. She holds out her hand.
Sam's gonna hug her.
He's gonna what?
Hug her?
You're gonna try and hug her.
Like Simon is expecting to a hug. That's...
She will hold up a hand and say, No. I'm not Fae. It takes will. She holds out her hand.
Oh, that's not the exchange? Okay, I see.
No.
Because I have a lot of those, but yeah. Okay, he will grab the hand. Let's see, and I see you have those. You have those potions. can transform you into things.
Yes.
I think you. Which one could I take? Oh, the ambrosia one.
Hold on. You said you wanted the ambrosia one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go. That'll be cost of 6 will.
There you go.
Alright, you got an ambrosia potion.
This is gonna be fun. Can I have some privacy if you might?
Oh, of course. You can go outside.
Okay. I'm gonna go this corner, if you don't mind.
She shakes her head. No, you took an ambrosia. I don't want you turning into something big and breaking my furniture. Go outside.
Alright. So Simon's going. Sniff.
Like the mental image of you walking around with this fucking rabbit guy, and every time he stirs, you just chloroform it. I promise he's a good guy. I promise.
Okay, Sim's gonna.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
It's gonna go in a random store.
Just a random store? Okay, which one?
Oh yes, the one with the weird guy. The weird guy.
A weird guy? Okay. Oh god. Okay, loading map. Two seconds here. Hold on, I'm having some loading issues. Give me a second.
Don't worry.
And of course I have to reload. Give me a second. Ugh, so annoying. Harsh in my
while you
mellow.
load, could I ask something?
Sure.
If we go to the broker to ask for certain items, can I ask for them in gold price, or is everything gold priced?
Only will.
All right.
So Lil Willy and Fane right now are token quote normal people.
He's not a person, so.
Yeah. Okay, Elf.
You were half of the correct race, and now you're a fish. Get over it.
I ain't a fish.
I mean, you're basically a fish.
He has become Welsh.
True.
The curse.
Curse.
Look, I still walk around on 2 legs, and I can call you slurs. That makes me human.
Not an elf, sadly.
Alright, I'm reloaded. Okay, come on. Please work this time. Okay, it looks like it's working. Great. Alright. As you enter, you will see that there is somebody else behind the counter. You will see this individual.
Wait, you're not the other guy. Hello.
Hi, mate. Other guy. You talking about me husband? He's up there taking a nap. Name's Rose. Anything you need help with?
I'm just looking. Don't worry. Just checking the place. Also, do you mind if I recite some poetry? I'm just practicing for...
Sure, I guess, as long as you don't disturb any of the other customers.
Oh, there's customers?
There's no one else in the store.
Okay. Okay. You can do your thing.
Alright, she goes back to polishing a shield.
By the way, Simon is holding Thumper like a baby.
Okay.
For visual image.
Alright, if that's the case, then there you go. We're gonna do this, we're doing it right.
My emotional bunny.
There. There we go.
Perfect. Then Simon's gonna recite. With this potion, the sky will not be the limit. With this potion, the chaos will thrive. With this potion, all the love and pain will be acknowledged. With this potion, my gift will be yours. And finally, with this potion, my new champion will rise. It's gonna feed the potion to the rabbit.
Okay. Okay, well, give me a second.
I had a feeling it's so awful.
6 will to transform a roofied rabbit.
Absolutely.
Oh god. Are you sure your alignment's not evil?
It's chaos.
You know, I wanted to turn into a huge creature in his arms and crush him.
Break the entire store, everything.
Just going back through the backstory for Thumper Crestbrow. Beater of bad guys, Fist of the Willow Womp, student of the Jackrabbit style, and hero of the Ham Hells.
He
Now
becomes the Jackrabbit.
And now Simon's champion.
Maybe. You did kind of drug him repeatedly.
I don't think this is going to work out the way you think it is, Simon. But we'll see.
This is gonna go real bad.
Who knows? Maybe he decides to stay after all. Only then to meet the rest of us and then leave.
God damn it. I have to fucking figure out what the fuck to do with this fucking rabbit.
He's a guild merchant. He's making good on his ally slot.
He didn't even hire him yet.
He said he'd work for free.
He in fact kidnapped a person and said, "Look, man."
No, he first asked if he would join for money. Then the rabbit said, "No, I'll do it for free." And then he roofied and kidnapped him.
So like
4 times.
Two-thirds of like the accumulated experiences of your life for,
yeah,
you know, truly.
You feel the unbalance from over here in the tavern already.
I feel the whimsy.
The winds of chaos.
Gets the shakes without me touching.
Awful evil demon, chaotic something human. Close enough.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't use it on himself, because then it could have been like a suave Cyclops. That'd have been cool as fuck.
Oh god.
You just want Ricardo V2. Whatever the fuck the dude's name was.
Yes, you know.
He could have been a Cyclops instead. Instead he made a bunny something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's someone to protect me from that lady.
I'm sure it is.
Hey Thumper, we got a bad guy. Okay, boss.
I remember when I was a rabbit.
You know, I decided this last week.
It's
felt like you decided this shortly before session.
You don't need to defend yourself. It's fine. I have to just figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do with this, dude. Oh god.
Worth.
Yeah, it's funny. Because I have a friend that likes bunnies. I'm gonna send her this.
Is it Ari? Is Ari the person that you're talking about?
Probably. Yeah.
Just gonna take me a second. I've gotta think. And
Don't worry.
figure this shit out.
Green is gonna wait.
Which primordial human is the bunny going to be? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was expecting that lady. The other guy probably wouldn't care.
No, Toral.
Yeah, total.
She
I think he
becomes
would.
Toral.
I think he would care if you break his door.
Yeah, I was planning if I saw him, I would just show the bomb.
His
You show him the
bomb.
bomb you want.
Go boom, not here.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
So, we know a demon, a machine of some kind, an axolotl. Elsie, do you need like constant water? Is that going to be an issue or a consideration?
I don't think I'll need it constantly, but I will probably need to like bathe once a day or something.
Well, we need to get you a big tub, a tank, if you will.
Carl should do. It's undignified, but
True.
will suffice.
Also, you should probably give some of your blood to Simon. What you seem to be is an axolotl, which have regenerative properties. You may be able to use it to make potions or alchemical reagents.
Alright.
Generative properties. Just Elsie's gonna draw blood. She's gonna use a dagger. No, she's just gonna punch herself.
And it heals.
Alright. I'm gonna have to roll. Because of his Fey nature.
Oh boy.
Chaotic.
Okay.
Please don't turn in some horrific monstrosity.
Please do. Please.
With Colossus? No way!
He's gonna have his work cut out for him to try and keep this dude.
With the friends? No way! Oh, cruising on down Main Street.
Oh boy.
Number one.
The first one.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Humper. The poor buddy. Okay.
It might be the frog person. You never know. Then he can still be the Jack
Fire
Dragon.
on me.
Oh, God.
Yes, a big jump, but I did it.
Okay. Here we go. Man. Upper Crest Bow is so cool. He's the hero of the Ham Hells. Oh well.
Lost.
Guess he's not anymore. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's do it this way, I suppose.
This Pokemon's weird.
Alright. Give me a second, I gotta find some art for this.
Right.
No wonder he's acting up. You keep using sleep powder on him. Sorry, drugs.
Old Poppy.
Yeah, puppy.
Speaking of which, I may need to cut into your supply soon.
If there are any left after this. I'm sure whatever he becomes is not that easy to drug the tiny rabbit.
He's got like a stockpile of 100. But he used like one when he got it. Free to sleep with a rabbit.
Yeah, remember he bought so much that they sent a fucking like guard to bring the cash. It was like, hey, if you're moving this much, you gotta, you know, check in with the Dons.
Yeah.
I have
He
it
has
now.
a lot
Don't
of
worry.
coffee.
Depending, I'll get more.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have 3 will left.
You have 2. You start with 9, you paid 1 for the bomb and 6 for the potion.
Alright, so this is what happens. As you give the potion to Thumper, his body will start to grow and expand. His fur will fall away, his ears will become pointed and ragged, and you will see this creature.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Creature will loudly snore.
Oh my god.
Wait. Hey, friend.
Hungry.
So it's gonna throw some rations. Oh, don't worry, I have more if you want. Anything that you want, you will get it. My champion. Yes.
Thump,
Actually.
thump,
Yeah, Thump.
thump.
You're a big Thump now.
Big thunder.
Maybe you should go. Maybe you could go for a walk, man. Maybe you can clear your ideas. There's someone I want to show you.
We'll start picking up stuff. Shiny. Testing it. Excuse me. Maybe you could not.
Oh, so sorry. You were leaving. Oh no, Big Tom. She's not eatable.
Eat.
She might look tasty, but
That's
she's
enough
not.
of that. And she will press a glyph on her counter. Whoa!
Oh, boy.
Wonderful.
So that went about as well as you could have expected it to.
Yeah.
I'm pleased. Don't worry, buddy. I can take you. They're just bad people. Remember, you're good.
Thank you. Starts climbing this wall. Give, take, eat.
Have food? Someone want to show food? More rations?
Yeah!
So beautiful. You're not gonna go down. I can show you more food, buddy. Big Tom, please. Can I try?
He's just eating a person right now.
Oh no. I think I need help. Stuff's gonna go wrong. It's gonna run back to. Oh no, he actually is gonna use message.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, I mean send. The one in the shadow. Sending.
Okay. Who are you going to send?
To Fane.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the midst of the edge of madness, alright, you guys are having a bit.
About it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So if you're smart about it, you could use your blood to make potions. See how your wounds close?
I wonder if you could use mine to make poison.
Oh, 1 second. I'll pick Frostus up like a phone and press him to my ear.
Go ahead, Simon.
Fine. I need help. I think I did a little opsy on the marketplace. Remember that little bunny I had?
You only get 25 words.
That's he's at 21.
Okay. Go.
Danger.
Okay, 22.
Eating people.
Okay, 24.
Help.
Oh god.
Oh. What the fuck? He was good.
That's 6.
What did you do? Stay near Merkit on our way. You dumb ass.
That's technically one word.
Okay.
You can't respond back.
You can't reply. So, about him being smart about things, he did something to the rabbit, and it's apparently eating people. So, let's go?
I mean, you go deal with that. I'm going to go somewhere else and buy some.
Yeah, sounds fine. Please don't eat people. Thanks. Not here.
He didn't complain the
Just
first time
be
it
careful.
happened.
He was disgusted. You know, Caspian, I cuddled with him for warmth when I was going to die of freezing temperatures once, and now he's apparently pissed off a rabbit.
I
Whatever.
do not really see how that is relevant to me, but
I suppose I assumed he would be better than this. Still, let's hurry.
You forgot your frog.
Plap, 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 plap.
so what did he do?
Something to the rabbit, and it's eating people. He is near the market.
Does it need to be sent away?
I don't know. It was a sending, so it was a lot of help I fucked up.
We will see.
Alright, eventually you guys wander in the market, and you can see that there are a couple of people outside in the market looking up. A few of the shadows have dispersed, and you can see there is an enormous creature up here that is currently squeezing blood out of a corpse and is actively pissing down on top of people from the marketplace, giggling to itself as you walk up to Simon.
Simon, what did you do? What is this?
That's that's Big Thumper.
I am going to send it away. Any arguments?
That seems pretty disruptive to me. Have you spoke to it? Is it capable of speaking?
Yes, he's just hungry.
Did it...
That's why he's eating people.
It was completely coherent before. Can I martial check Thump's intelligence?
Sure.
27.
Not great. What was already about a 6 intelligence has now been augmented by the poppy in its system.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh. Can I run a martial check to see if the poppy will run its course and he might come back to coherence?
Who knows? Although you probably don't think he will have that chance, as there are several Wendigo approaching the creature.
Well, Simon, your friend has to leave. Caspian, show him the door.
Please.
So you said they're Wendigo on the way.
Yeah.
And I'll let them deal with it. I mean, they probably know the protocol.
Please, random guy, please help him.
Oh yeah.
No,
true.
I think the Wendigo can deal with it. They know the protocol well.
Simon, if you're going to barter with anyone, barter with the Wendigo. They won't listen to you, but whatever you did to him has him killing people. In a city that they're already ghosts.
Alright. The Wendigo will approach the ogre, who will swing its fist at them. Will swing again and will do nothing to them. The Wendigos will look at each other, both out their finger, and blast the ogre's skin and meat off of his body, leaving only his skeleton behind. And so ends the tale of Thumper Crestbro.
Told you they would deal with it.
Okay,
Just gonna go delete that whole backstory real quick.
Oh,
so what did you do? Did you gain access to polymorph? But that isn't an animal. What?
No, I gave him a potion. The lady on the store.
Like,
I.
one
Why?
wants to change me, or one wants to change Caspian.
Oh, this is Caspian. This is Elsie. If that wasn't.
There's no time for jokes, Fane. Seriously.
Look at the shape of his
He
head.
is-
It is Caspian without the toupee on. He's made of metal now.
It was
Simon,
never
you have a
to
3-inch
pay, but
penis. How else would I know that?
I'm gonna look very closely at the bulb spot. Yeah, it's Caspian.
And Elsie was just remarking on your 2-inch penis? Maybe 3?
Furry.
Why does she know this?
Shit, I wasn't supposed to reveal that.
Exactly. Why
Yeah,
does she know this?
I was about to say, like, didn't you threaten to kill him if you told anybody? That's pretty funny. Oopsie doopsie.
Oops.
is that relevant?
Not really, but it is. Is Elsie telling the truth, Simon? Is that your size?
That's not Elsie.
Okay.
My blonde is somewhere.
Unfortunately, I watched her transform, so I know that is Elsie. Oh, and
Just
here
20
comes
hit.
the dick punch.
Oh my god, it is her. Elsie, what happened to
5 bludgeoning.
you? 1 second. You look different. At least
Very
no one
sharp
else.
for you to notice.
I mean, you're very different.
Why did you
Your
feed?
door is very careful.
Why did you feed the rabbit the potion? It was unconscious when you brought it out. Did it need help? I was right there.
We weren't drinking, you know. I was just doing a prank. That's all. I thought it would be funny. I don't know if it will become this.
What a waste.
14 misses.
Yes.
It grazes your cheek.
I don't think we can resuscitate him, and even if we did, it was mindless and attacking people.
Listen, Fane. We can get, or well, we can get an potion to make him intelligent. So
That's what I thought about until his flesh was stripped from the meat, and then the meat from the bones, and well, most of the bones are cracked. There's no intelligent. He has the same amount of brain that he did a few minutes ago.
Yes.
Well,
that cannot be restored.
that's unfortunate.
Also, are you in trouble? There was a weird lady muttering about you as you ran out. Said something about pegging. You building a fence? You setting up
Yeah.
home here?
Yeah, I was running from her.
Pitching a tent.
I was looking for Elsie.
Oh. Okay, well, you two can consider the death of your adoptive son alone. I'm gonna go back to waiting.
Yes.
I'm going back to the tavern.
Gonna put his hands on her shoulders. I'm sorry, Elsie. Why you sticky?
Because it got turned into this. What else do you think? Get your hands off me before I give you 1-2 to your 1-2 free inch.
I'm sorry. Gonna take off the hands. I guess we all made mistakes.
wasn't...
guess we all make mistakes.
Alright. Since
Anyway.
I can't trust you to be an adult, I'm babysitting you from now on. You leave my side, you're going unconscious. Understood?
Yes, madam.
Good.
Oh,
For extra emphasis, takes out the humility, you know, the one that we took from the Watchful Knight, and just has it on her hip, in case she needs to give you some good reason. I head back to the tavern.
Oh, Elsie, you get a sending before you get out of the tavern. Oh, and yet, Wilhelm on your way back. Thank you.
You just hear a very gurgling. What? I'll do. And I'm gonna turn towards the memory market.
All right. And Cyber, you said you wanted to do something.
Yeah, while they're watching the end of an ogre, I'm going to look around if I can find a ring that gives immunity to disease.
Oh.
And why would you be looking for that precisely?
You know why. Make the hand holding a lot less shaky, you know?
But why would you want him to not get the shakes?
Because sometimes, you know?
Oh, Cyber. You're a daemon now.
Yeah, but I also can have my favorites. You
Sure, I can
over
roll.
there?
Sure, I can roll.
Siege, why are you whispering me cock ring of immunization? Please. I can't reveal your whispers to me.
No, you do not find
What's
it.
the point hiding it now?
Yeah, alright. Then I'll just join up with them at the tavern again.
Goodbye, Thumpercrest, bro.
What a shame.
Story was long, but now it is Simon.
It's now bunny heaven.
Oh, Willie on the way back.
Now in bunny heaven, dude. God, imagine how horrifying that is. He gets transformed into a horrifying creature and then gets killed by windows. Oh, fuck. Oh, well.
Well.
It is what it is.
Sure, Zazan,
It is what
he
it is.
hasn't been replaced.
Oh, Maze, you're back already. Did you look into the summoning stuff in case you get banished by Matherians?
Oh, no, not yet. I was looking for something else while you were witnessing whatever disaster you've caused.
I caused nothing.
No, not
But-
you. Him.
Yeah.
You know staring is rude.
Who are you?
Who are you? What the fuck are you?
Well, who do you think I am?
Just slaps you across the face.
Mazekeen?
Guess.
Well, yes. Because you're an adventurer with a rabbit end.
He's looking
Yes.
around.
Sadly, yes. Yeah, I did some mistakes. It happens. I thought it was funny.
I'm Wilhelm. I'm a halfling.
I'm gonna go back to waiting at the bar. Please don't kidnap and transform anyone else.
I'm keeping an eye on him.
No.
Simon is doing the walk of shame.
Okay. Just to make sure you guys aren't going to use his 2 will that he offered up.
We currently no.
Okay.
Yeah, pending Taladani research.
Yeah, the research, and when that happens, I'm probably gonna go around look for something that makes me summonable, I guess, or binding somewhat makes it a bit easier.
Okay, we'll go find this research.
Tell me what was on my skin, Arcadum.
Mazekeen was here.
You know, no, never mind.
Scratched very neatly into your back.
In cursive.
Oh god.
Fine claw print.
You know, Simon, why do you like women?
Daddy issues.
What?
He'll just turn around.
What the fuck was that? The fuck?
Alright. He never got a dad, so
He has one now.
yeah. A little late, but he got it.
Well, considering to most of us, you look the same. More traumatized, maybe. So does he.
Wilhelm
Yeah.
is the army guy meme with the sounds of war happening just behind his eyes. Yeah, he left and he got something at the market, you said, Caspian, and now he's...
Yes.
Well, at least he didn't get obliterated by Wendigos.
He's in a better
Yes.
place now.
Most likely not.
Okay.
If you... Good.
Hold.
Holding.
Alright, I'm ready. For your research.
Alright. You'll head back whenever someone is sent or sending a sent, whatever indicator.
Ascending is sent to you.
Mhm.
Return.
Right? Well, that's my cue. He'll hop off. You'll just start walking out.
I'll join you.
Is everyone going or just those two?
Did we even split up again, or just do we all go?
Depends on what you guys want to do.
I mean, I have nothing to do, so.
Then come, Caspian. The
I'm
balance must be
coming.
observed.
Yes, yes. Whee!
Yeah, I believe Simon is on timeout.
Oh, I'm just babysitting you, so if you feel like I could trust you to behave yourself, we can go watch Train get traumatized.
Sure. Yes. Go.
Right. Sounds like we're all
Okay.
going.
Yep.
I want to go too. Okay. Let's go.
As we're entering, I'll cast an eye over. And is anyone doing anything with the bones, or are they just laying there?
No,
Nice.
the corpse is just
They're just
left
laying there.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask Elsie to grab some, like if she let him.
I would probably also grab some.
You're lucky I have the same idea. And I will plop, 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 plop up as far as I can to get some reasonable bones.
All right, you gather some of Thumper's bones.
Sorry. I'll get one that's big enough to use as a great club.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
God.
warrior.
So we can finally see Thumper in combat. Alright, that's the final one. We'll
Okay.
run back, give bones to Maze, and then Simon.
Just gonna grab it, put it in the bag. You thump it a little too hard, buddy.
You cast this.
You killed him! It's okay.
It's
Poppy
crazy.
accelerated ogre was great.
It's pretty funny.
All right, take you guys back to.
Nope.
Oh,
No. Holding.
you can go ahead.
Then we'll go right up to the counter. You sent it for me.
Yes, I've made some discoveries.
Good.
And then she will pass you a piece of parchment explaining what she has discovered.
You'll unfurl it.
Okay. The druidic markings upon your back and across the designs of all druid kind, at least the ones of Corvanus, that bear the same mark of the green oath, are in fact a cleverly designed a cleverly designed segment of a greater whole of a ritualistic circle, one that is bound by blood and permeated through service and the slight expenditure of life force. You will see the formulas unveiled for you, as they are translated by the ale, seem to be indicative of not only the natural balancing points and the use of the druidic potencies, but more so that even the act of using your abilities granted to you by your service and by your training only serve as a greater purpose to perpetrate the experiment. The act of Arcadum, as it were, specifically, of unveiling the contained energies within your body and expending them outward, if not placed inside of another person, return to the earth. What this does is it serves as a sort of sprinkling system to allow the trapped leylinic energy to be able to be recycled and placed back into the world. Most notably, this is done so that the temporary state of life can be maintained on the surface while the main leylinic energy constantly reproduces below and is stored for other uses. Essentially, the druids, as they serve the purpose of the experiment, they are meant to be a constantly temporary salve that heals the surface wound, while the leylinic energies that are supposed to restore actual life are placed into storage. The reason that exposure works the way that it does, and the reason why exposure causes leylinic catastrophes on those that open themselves up too much, is the core problem, and the druids act as a salve, naturally inclined by the designs of their own religion, in order to serve as a sort of, how would I put it, an anesthetic to the surface of the land and the people that live within it. Essentially, you are the morphine that allows the surgery to continue.
Yep. Is there anything on the document that, I suppose, decrypts the pieces of the tattoos? In ways that would be reproducible or augmentable?
Negative.
Okay.
However, it seems that the ale has made a few notes that in order for the translation of these formulas to be complete, you would need to seek out their sources. Most notably because even over the course of the properly designed experiment, the generations of druids and elves and those that follow the faith have caused a slight permutation as a natural recourse over time. So the original direct intention has faded somewhat by the enaction of hundreds of years of people interacting with it. But the base formulas are there.
Mm-hmm. It is painful to see the pragmatism that caused this to my people. But understanding is half the battle. Your notes will be helpful. And I appreciate your aid.
The ale will nod.
I am curious if the ink or ink-like substance had any significance, any alchemical uses, or was it just a vehicle for the calculations?
The ale will gesture towards her notes and will say, What I have discovered about the nature of the ink, I am not sure if it could be alchemically recreated or even if it has a use. I have noticed, however, that it is a naturally, she says with air quotes, a naturally occurring causation and manifestation. Most notably, it seemed to match the same sorts of introspection of ichor that I have seen upon the surface of your continent. I believe the ink to either be made of it or to be it, specifically.
Is there any check for Corvins to know what ichor is? Because my understanding is it's like demon blood.
That's because it is demon blood.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Does Fane know that?
Yeah. Ichor is the name for demon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He sort of furrows his brows. A intended mutation or causation of demonic energy? That is strange.
She'll lean forward and will say, well, the oddest thing is that despite the fact that the ichor is supposed to be the blood of such creatures, they do not have the same markers of outsiders. Their connection with the dream is limited. Not to mention the inner planes.
So there's a difference between Corvin demons and that of other continents?
Indeed.
Huh. Well, if the experiment runs that deep, then it will take some time. But that is fine. Thank you. He'll fold up the note. Oh, he'll turn to leave.
Revelation.
He's trying to keep his face somewhat unperturbed by the news. And he relays the information that's on the document to the party.
Say,
That's... Go ahead.
Fane,
Yes.
this difference in the heritage of the demon kind on Corvinus. Do you believe this to be, at least, first thing that came to my mind was the fifth ancient I recall, Agamemnon. They were of the demonic sort, yes?
By the Carnelian Circle's records, yes.
Hmm.
And we know Corvinus has little to no access to the dream. Yet we have a large demon issue. I don't
Yes.
fully understand that correlation.
One
Or
thing
Agamemnon.
One thing that has confused me has been the lack of outsider presence, even with the great population of demons purported to be on the continent. Though, that could be explained away if they were all simply under this Agamemnon entity instead of being linked to the values. Well, other demon kin.
There was... blood holds significance in many regards. Ichor is just that It, you all saw a loom. Was there anything demonic about them?
Not about
Yeah.
Illum.
Are the cultures upon Corvanus reflections of outsiders? Ones that don't hold their markers? The writing on the statue, the riddle that we never solved, was like a prayer, an incantation. Blood of my
Yes.
blood.
Yes.
This is a lot to take in. Information that I can't just send back readily, as I don't know the panic it may cause. His hands are shaking. Fucking... If... I don't know.
I suppose it matters in some regard, but in the current set of things, there is nothing to act upon.
There is not. We have yet to face a demon that isn't one of our own. Have yet to see corrupted exposure. It is a lot. But the possibilities of unraveling it are something that I will pursue when there's not such a timer upon us. For now, I will head to the memory market. There's a few things I must do.
What you're looking for?
Capabilities. Possibility. If we are to be effective and we are shifting things, then there I should go.
Then I'll join you. Nothing else to do right now.
Where are you off
Head
to?
to the memory market. Memory market.
Got it.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you?
Just following along for now.
Okay.
Elsie would definitely take Colossus or take Simon back to the tavern and keep an eye on him. It would just be off map.
Did Frosty's get brought here, but I didn't? No. Oh, no,
Oh, you're
there I
right,
am.
yeah.
I hadn't loaded for some reason.
Go right
I was
there,
fucking
Fane.
sorry. It's okay, buddy. I have some stuff to do. First, I need to replace this fucking brand. I'm gonna look around the memory market and replace branded elf with free elf.
Sounds good.
Just one will. Second up. An unfortunate acceptance of the strength of halflings. I will replace Elven Alacrity for Concerned Caster. Just 2 will. And finally, swapping 9th level Iceweaver Auron Riocha for Arcane Loophole. from, is it Lore Seeker? It is Lore Seeker, which is 5 will.
Eh.
And with that, all of my will is spent. Because it was 1 for the Taladani research.
Mm-hmm. I guess we can quickly take stock. Wilhelm has 2 will. Elsie spent all her will.
Yep.
Simon has
Simon is
2. 4. I have 3. I have 7 will plus.
I also have 3.
We have 10 will between all of us.
So we could sell the tome and we would have enough guaranteed for a wish. Let's bring Thumper back.
We could bring Thumper back. The research though?
Yeah.
For summoning. Even summoning.
Well, if you want to go and do that.
If you spend that will to bring Thumper back, I'm going to lose my shit.
Why?
It's just incredibly, just so many wasted resources.
What?
18 will down the drain. Okay.
Hey, it's not combat. We don't immediately die when we're not effective. That's fine.
Max.
That's a horrible mentality.
The efficiency is not that important here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
anyway.
In all seriousness, we should probably, if we only have like a few will left, we can just maybe do an exact trade for gold, as it was offered in the beginning by the broker.
There's other things we can get for a little bit of will, like an Elixir of Glory is one thing, for example. Stuff like that.
Glory, 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 glory.
I'm gonna go around, see if I find somebody that has, or can make a tattoo or something that makes me summonable.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Alright, so here's how that's gonna go down. You are summonable because they know your true name.
Mm-hmm.
So they can just summon you with a sufficiently powerful summoning spell, which is Conjure Fiend?
Conjure Fiend?
Let me see, oh let me see. Conjure Fiend, where are you? I don't see it. Is it just deep? Okay. Is it?
There's a 5th level Infernal Calling. But that's. Oh, it's different.
Summon Fiend. Yeah.
It's a 6th level Conjuration spell.
Yeah.
Which I think we can't ever get to.
You can get a scroll of it.
Yeah.
You're in the right place.
This is true.
Yeah. How much would a scroll of that be?
It would be 1,200 gold. Or, in this case, because you're buying it from here, it's 2 will.
Yeah, I'll get one of those then.
Alternatively,
oh,
you can
I get
make
anything else that has the spell in it?
Well, hold on.
That recharges?
Hold on.
I'm holding.
Hold up fucking hand. Hold on. So, there is also...
I do have the Arcana focus, so if there's a ritual variant of any of these...
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We love ritual casting.
We love ritual casting.
Where are you? I know you're in here. Gonna shit, eat my toast tonight. Here you go. Alrighty. You can make a magic circle with the augmentations. Let's see here. Conjurative and Fiendish, and inscribe a Mazekeen's name onto it. This would be a one-time cost of the actual spell scroll, and the materials required to make it, totaling out to 2,500 gold pieces. This magic circle, unless dispelled or destroyed, would become permanent, and may be used as a place in which to permanently summon Mazekeen. And by that same token, you can have another circle made that would summon Caspian. That means that if they should be destroyed or banished, they can be resummoned at these circles. So you're going to have a base of operation.
Mm-hmm. Now, what was the material cost? 2,500 GP?
2,500 gold pieces totaled. That's for each of them, so a total of 5,000. Or you can pay for all of it for 5 roll.
And that teaches the ritual. Is the ritual a one-time use to set it up?
It's on a scroll, and it's a one-time use to make the permanent circle.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean,
I have 3.
do you want to just like spend the will?
How much do you have left?
I have 3. You have 3.
And then we have 1 left.
We have 1 extra aquad floating. From Willie has 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have the cost between you, I think that's a fair way
do.
Yeah.
To do that.
Hmm.
5 will
fun.
magic circle that can conjure both Caspian and...
2 circles.
Yeah, 2 circles, 1 for each.
Oh, yeah.
Where the hell do we set them up?
Well, that's the next thing. Is you have to find a quotations safe place that you can put it up for them, because keep in mind that these can be dispelled and destroyed. So.
It's time to become a city building campaign.
Who the hell
We
do
ain't
we
got
ask?
enough session time
Nah,
for
bro.
that.
Who do we ask?
I don't know. Can you tattoo the circle onto Fane's back? That's fine.
And you? Or is
Can
the
you?
ritual just too large?
It's too big.
That would be a lot of exposure, and you'd
that's
probably break my
That's
back.
the problem, is the exposure cost. Now, if you had a blank, we could talk about it. But...
Sadly, I never got blanked in
God.
the course of my adventure. That's really interesting.
Right.
Well, it's
we buy it.
It's one of the things
Yeah,
that the Mytharians actually do. Winky face, but I digress.
Yeah, that's worth the price, I'd say.
We buy those. We'll figure out where to put them later. We need them to
you got 'em.
participate.
You have them.
We need to put them in a safe place. I mean, technically, I can just go like back to the City of Glass with teleport.
You could. Honestly, you want to know what I was thinking? Although you can't take us with you, which is sad.
But I can take the stalls and then they set them up there, you know, and then I come back eventually.
But, well, I don't think they'll let you put a demon summoning circle. You were one thing, I don't think the demon one
don't worry. Then let's execute the friends of the Carnelian Circle. I'm sure they're doing fine.
That's true. Regardless,
Like
there was a... there's a cave. There was a cave west of Shickletown that had a teleportation circle in there that we cleared out. If you could take us with you, I would fucking bomb into that cave and operate from there. That'd be sick.
I would miss the landing bad, and we would be like somewhere deep underground, just stuck there because I don't know the location.
We have the Amber book that we got from there, the records of the mines that have the inscriptions of Mytherian of the circle there.
Oh,
we have a diagram of the circle. Yeah. I mean, there's a chance it's...
Fuck no.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But that was an idea. Just drop ship.
Okay.
I've made a mistake before.
Okay.
I've made the mistake.
Wilhelm
really want to get the troglodytes there any more reason to be fearful of us?
I think that's a good plan. I think another thing to keep in mind is that although you cannot teleport people with you, you can use that to teleport back and forth yourself. Which means that if you get other spells like, I don't know, Word of Recall, Winky Face, you'll be able to set up a place for your companions to call themselves back to. Pretty good.
Yeah.
At-will teleportation, I cannot stress how good that is. So please don't not use it.
I've already thought of like a billion uses.
But I think the more important thing is, you still have your meeting with the cathedral, which we're probably not going to do without Wilhelm here. It's pretty important.
Yeah.
But I think something to keep in mind is that first I want to go back to we don't have enough session time. I don't want you guys to make decisions based off that. Please don't, because it's just I'll handle that. I want you to make decisions in character that you want to do as your characters without having meta interference. So there are things and systems in place to offset the quotations overarching time that it will take. That's for me to figure out. That's for not you to concern yourselves with for in-character decisions. So that's number one. Number two, if having a place to call home that you can summon your companions back and that you can revitalize yourself and all that good stuff, I think is a smart idea. I know this has been a very travel and I guess you might say nomadic kind of campaign, which it kind of always has been. But that doesn't mean it has to be, right? So you're in a position where you can, and I think you should consider it. And the third thing, and this is probably the most important bit here, I think, is that you're coming up to what your final pool is going to be. What Fane's just discovered is actually a pretty huge deal, which will lead into another major discovery, which will most likely, in my opinion, set you guys on your path. And also, it'll make your harrowings relevant, Winky Face.
Yeah.
To be fair, yeah, you're right. The session time thing shouldn't impact it, but we are kind of already on a time crunch to get things.
That's fair. I just want to make sure it's an in-character time crunch, not an out-of-character one. Oh,
that's fair. That's fair.
I know where we can go.
Where?
There's an unoccupied cabin somewhere in the mountains.
There's no magic circle there, which is why I was looking at the cave, because we found a magic circle there. You know,
I mean,
as funny as the cabin would be.
That'd be kind of hilarious, full circle sort of thing. You guys return as monsters to that place.
I mean, you can fucking divine it and see if there's any danger. Then I would set the shit up there. But how much will we got left? Me or Mazekeen has 1. Willie has 2. Simon, again, I don't remember.
1.
2. Yes, 2.
No, 6 plus 1. Yeah, he has 2.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 5, plus a floating 3 from the book. If we want to go with that deal that Simon was trying to haphazardly make.
Yeah. Well, if the party are good with it, next step is find a Taladani translator if there's one in the city to continue with the research bit.
I mean, yeah.
Because we've covered our recuperation choice. That is something I would like to explore in character with the Taladani stuff. Unless other people have other preferences.
Got a lot to it.
Yeah, yeah.
What Arcadum said is actually a pretty valid thing. If we're gonna do any sort of setup with the circles, and if they're gonna be in a place like that cave, it just depends on, like, we need to think about one thing before that, is like what kind of setup we wanna do for that if we do it at all, because that will this is the most convenient point to set that up, I would say, because we have access to a lot more specific things here, like spell scrolls of a higher level than what we can personally cast.
Yeah, my main thinking with the cave thing was one of us picks up Magic Circle and we put it on the floor, and then you do your stealth robot thing after divining it. And, you know, like, you're a pretty efficient scout, considering that's kind of your purpose.
I mean, just having at-will self-teleport is an incredible advantage. Especially since it doesn't produce exposure, or rather, I should say, it doesn't make exposure on a character that cares about it.
Yeah.
It'll still leave magical residue, but it's like, oh no, what are they gonna do? Teleport after you? Unlikely.
Follow me?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Less likely than you think.
They do have countermeasures, but I'm just saying, it's... Unless you're fucking around with something that can fuck with you back, you're gonna be unfucked with, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, since you now have access to teleport, if you are planning on going somewhere volatile, I need to know ahead of time if you're going to plan to go there. Understand that I'm only human and I cannot prepare for every single contingency that you could choose to do of the absolute freedom that teleport gives you. I'll try my best to think ahead and kind of make stuff on the fly as I need to, but the more warning and heads up you give me before you, like, randomly... Like, if you tried to, for example, just teleport into the middle of the Cathedral of the Pale City where Her High Holiness is, right? I would need to know you were going to do that, because I would need to prep a bunch of stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, also, since I have the spell, I'm aware of how it functions, that is probably a place that is prohibited in some sort of fashion, so, you know.
Well, maybe not. My point is that, like, in the course of one session, you could divine out a spot, get your percentages into a reasonable amount, and teleport there, and if I didn't know ahead of time, I wouldn't have anything ready. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I get what you're saying.
The more heads up you can give me, the better, as it gives me time to make those preparations. But I also don't want the meta limitations of me being a person stop you from making an in-character decision for that. I'm just saying that if you were thinking randomly or wildly, I want to go do this thing, please tell me immediately so I know ahead of time.
Yeah.
The more heads up you give me, the better prepared I can be. That's all. Same thing with, like, legend lore and shit like that.
Good spell.
Good spell.
Ooh, boy. But yeah, lots of decisions to be made. You guys got access to a personal teleport now.
It's pretty sick. Alright. Caspian and Maze went to buy the thing. I'm gonna go ask around for if somebody can speak and decipher Taladani.
Okay.
Next port of call.
Alright, well, I'll probably need to get all that ready for next time. So we'll call it here.
Oh yeah, it is that time. Jesus.
One thing I would probably do still before we have the meeting as summon a familiar. So I don't know if you need to prep anything for that.
That's a whole thing I have to do. I'll do it next time. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's,
just telling
that's
you.
why she's telling
Now.
you.
I thought
this
you
was
wanted
warning
to do
for
it now.
next time.
I'm sorry. I thought
No.
you wanted to do it now. I was
That
like,
is for next
I
time.
want to do it now.
Now.
Right now.
Now.
Pull it up now.
Right
I
now.
can't wait any longer.
Oh,
Here's the
does
heads up.
Caspian still have sticky wand?
No.
Oh,
Damn.
well, then
yeah.
then I'm gonna do that next time as well.
Yeah.
Because then we'll have Wilhelm, we can hopefully get through the Taladani stuff and know what price it is, and then we can do with the rest of the will for scrolls, probably.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Because I don't think comprehend languages will let me access Taladani.
Yeah.
Laughs.
Or does it?
No, it's a first level spell, and that's like a super alien language. At least I don't think it does. It might give me
Hey, guess
bits,
what? It
but...
doesn't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
What the warlock?
Shocker.
What is it?
Yes.
Edict? No, or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
it does.
Damn.
The Warlock one is very good. I like it.
It
very
is
much.
incredible.
Alright, so a bit of fan art from last time.
Oh, yes.
Stab you, Lena. How big's that dick, boy? Small. Leave me alone. Nope!
To stab you.
Get out of it. Oh, look at that.
No. Okay, it's so
And
good.
now I get hemorrhoids if it happens.
That's true.
Terrible.
Now you come down with a terrible case of the clap if you touch her finger.
Oh no.
And she's
Lesser
into
resto
it.
cures the disease.
She claps every time it happens to you. At least she should. Looks at her character sheet.
Oh my god.
But I can have a favorite. Yes, the favorite one you torture.
Indeed.
Welcome to Team Bad Guy.
Team bad guys. I mean,
Now, see, you were doing casual evil before. You decided to step up, and I expect
it's
things
time
out
for
of you.
advanced evil.
It's time for ranked competitive evil.
Oh,
Gotta
God.
get
Let's
your
go.
numbers up. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys in like an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Gates and Guardians. See you guys then. Bye-bye.